So I just watched Laila Ali pretty much suplex body slam Clarissa Shields with class and facts. I must say, before I go any further, I would just like to say Bruce is completely neutral. Okay. I don't favor one over the other, this, that, the third. I have to say this before I continue talking because this is an outside perspective, but being around a lot of women, having a lot of sisters and stuff like that, I know their language, I know them, I know their triggers, I know all that stuff. So I'm just going to put not just what I see, but from what I know. The first thing I would want to know is where all this shit actually stemmed from. How did we even get into the point of talking about a Clarissa versus Laila? All right. That's number one. Number two, this is another example of what I'm talking about. The problem with versus culture, because the problem is you only do this amongst yourselves. The rest of the world does this to you. The rest of the world is competing as a group. You guys are competing as individuals. I don't know when y'all gonna understand group sports. Yes, it's an individual sport, but you have to learn how to play group sports, if you know what I mean. Now, as far as Clarissa Shields and Laila Ali back and forth, who wrong, who right, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that. I don't really care. But there's something that I wanted to use this opportunity to address. If you ask me, this whole Laila Ali and Clarissa Shields, it feels like the same colorism shit that I was feeling with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Tell me I'm lying. You can't tell me that element is not playing a part in this. You couldn't tell. I'm sorry. I know better. Okay. So a lot of this is dark chick versus light chick. And as you see, Clarissa Shields even brought that up. I know you ain't talking about me. Light skin, light skin. Oh, trust me. I know all the signs because the same shit has happened to me. All right. So you got a little bit of that shit going on. All right. But most importantly, I would like to say this, that I'm sick of this cattiness, because if you ask me, none of this stuff, Baumgartner, Clarissa Shields, Laila Ali, none of this shit has anything to do with boxing. If you ask me, it's on a more petty level than that. If you ask me, this is more about who's cute. I know y'all gonna tell me I'm tripping, but I know better. This is about who's the cutest. This is what it's really about. That's why I've been so disappointed in Clarissa Shields and Alicia Baumgartner. Now keep in mind, I like both. I think both are beautiful. I think both are pretty. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think Baumgartner is sexy. Clarissa is cute to me. But the bottom line is they're both very attractive women. All right. I'm sick of people talking about how Clarissa Shields is you could say whatever, but Clarissa Shields is not ugly. You could say whatever, but she's not ugly. She's cute, actually. You know what I'm saying? May not be your type of cute, but you definitely can't call her ugly. So if you don't think that plays in the middle, it does. Especially when she sees somebody pretty like Baumgartner, it sets off a trigger in her head. And plus, Baumgartner is light herself, just like Laila Ali. And if you ask me, since her and Baumgartner got into it, they've been doing a contest of who can look cuter. That's why I stopped following Baumgartner. That's why I stopped following Clarissa. Listen, if I wanted to look at breasts and butt, I could just get on Instagram. That shit is filled with it. You know what I'm saying? When I follow you as an athlete, I don't care about your ass. I don't care about your thighs. I don't care about your twerking. I don't care how pretty you are, even though that I can notice that you're a very attractive person. I have places that I can go to to lust over women if that's what I want to do, or think women are attractive if that's what I want to do. One thing that I don't want is I don't want a female athlete that I'm following to start flooding me with a whole bunch of thirst traps and thirst pictures. And you know, it's like it's not about boxing no more with you and Baumgartner. It's about who can take the sexiest picture. And I noticed since you two got into it, I can tell that you've been competing with her. And whether she's competing with you back, I don't know. But I can tell Clarissa is directly competing with the so-called beautiful reputation that Baumgartner has. You know? And the thing with Baumgartner, as soon as Baumgartner found out that dudes is really feeling her like that, you know what I'm saying? Just like Angel Reese, you motherfuckers can't keep clothes on. You doing everything provocative. You putting up 1,000. You supposed to be showing us boxing pitch. Instead, I'm getting pictures of your cheeks, your ass, this is that and the third, you're twerking. And like I said, there's places I can go to if I want that type of entertainment. I'm engaging you like I would engage a man. I'm here for your skills and what you can do. And that's, as you claim, you guys want to be taken. You don't always want to be sexualized, right? Right? Well, you guys are out here sexualizing yourselves. And the only thing I'm thinking in my mind is Alicia Baumgartner and Clarissa Shields. I don't care what y'all got to do to come to agreement to fight at a mutual weight. But if you two retire without fighting, that's a damn shame. In the back of your mind, you guys have to know that you are supposed to fight. You guys are the two biggest. Like I said, you guys got a big event on your hand. You got Clarissa Shields. You got is Baumgartner from Michigan? I don't know. I think she is. But anyways, Clarissa Shields from Michigan. Little Caesars Arena sold out. Tell me I'm lying to you. But it seems to me all y'all is concerned with now is looking attractive. And if you ask me, I'm feeling like the same problem that Clarissa is having with Laila comes from the same problem that she's really having with Alicia. This is all about looks and who's cute. That's the vibe that I get. That's not just the vibe that I get. That's what y'all been showing me. But most importantly, it's just y'all. Y'all act like y'all can't coexist and get along and be nice with each other. Well, you ain't got to be nice, but respect each other. I may not like some people, but I do respect who's older than me, who has seniority, and who has put in the work. I will show you respect off of that. Even if I pretty much too much don't like you, I've honored what you have done, that you've been putting it down before me, blase split. This is how I am. Just honor each other. You ain't got to like each other, but just honor each other. But I find it ironic. Y'all as far as Clarissa, Baumgartner, you know what I'm saying, y'all the biggest thing in female boxing. And it looks like if we got all three of y'all in the room, y'all couldn't get along. That's all that I'm saying, man. It needs to be more focused on fighting than showing your ass. It needs to be more focused on fighting than rapping and twerking and constantly referencing your ass. And dog, I don't need that shit, bro. The world is saturated with that shit. I would like to see a good looking female who goes in and takes care of business. Occasionally you can take some sexy, risky stuff if you want to, you know what I'm saying? Keep things popping for yourself. But I don't want to see that shit more than boxing. That was my problem with Paige Van Zam. I'm like, bitch, do you want to fight or strip? Like what? Like which one is it? Now I'm like that with Angel Reese. Bitch, do you want to play basketball or end up on OnlyFans? Which one does it seem like she's more interested in? That's what I'm talking about. Y'all complain about being over-sexualized, and then you sexualize your fucking self and then wonder why nobody can't take you fucking serious. And then when it's time to fight, y'all want to model. Okay? Like, I know y'all catty and shit, but Laila Ali, off the merit of her father alone, deserves your respect even if you don't like her. Yes, just the fact that that's her daddy, yes. Believe it or not, yes, you got to honor that. Yes, I do believe in that. You do. You do, because you ain't seen another man like him since. You ain't seen another man come close to talking like him since. You ain't seen nobody stand in front of a camera and not be afraid to be a black man since. So yes, when that type of man has a daughter that he raised, yes, you do honor her. I ain't saying that you got to kiss her ass. I ain't saying all that, but show respect enough to not want to disrespect her or her legacy in front of a fucking camera. I don't mind if y'all having problems behind closed doors. Y'all can cuss each other out and on Instagram and in your DMs. But when we get in front of these fucking cameras, don't disrespect somebody who helps bring pride to you. Let me say that again. Don't disrespect somebody in front of a camera who helps bring pride to you. Ali and Laila, Ali helps bring pride to you. Like I said, you don't see them attacking their greats, but they got y'all doing it because they got y'all hooked up in a versus culture. You guys are forever obsessed with who's better than who. But you don't have that versus mentality on the big stage. That's all I'm saying. I'm out.